If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted, and reliable. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away. The teams can decide whether to hire, reject, or investigate further based on the results. Proper risk management also ensures that all verification steps are completed correctly and any issues are handled on time. It protects the company from financial loss, reputational damage, and legal issues. A strong risk management system makes the hiring process safe, controlled, and reliable. What are the key points to take away? Identify and analyze candidate risks, classify the risk levels as low, medium, or high, support hiring decisions, and prevent fraud and business loss. So, always remember that effective risk management ensures safe hiring and protects the company under any given circumstances. Now, let us look now into some case studies and real-life situations that would connect the important points of Secret Chapter 7 that I was just talking about. Now, this happened in Mumbai, which is no consent legal issue. A company conducted background verification on a candidate without taking proper consent initially. They collected personal and employment data directly from third-party sources. After joining, the candidate came to know about this and, as usual, filed a complaint. During investigation, it was found that the company did not follow the proper rules and protocol. Even though the verification data was correct, the process of the verification was legally not correct. Result: legal notice, reputation damage, and the risk of penalty. So, what is the lesson to be learned from this case study? Consent is mandatory before any verification. Proper documentation and approval protect the company from legal issues. Let's move on to another case study which would, like I said, help you better understand the importance and significance of this Secret Chapter 7. It happened in Bengaluru, and it's all about data privacy breach. An HR team stored candidate verification data in an unsecured system. Personal documents like Aadhaar, PAN, and address details were accessible to multiple employees without proper control. After some time, candidate data was leaked and it was misused. The issue became serious when complaints were raised about identity misuse. The company had to investigate internally as to what led to this sudden problem. Result: data breach, loss of trust, and compliance issues. So the lesson learned from the case study is data privacy is critical in BGV. Secure the storage, limited access to company personal, and encryption are always necessary. Let us delve into case study 3, which is poor risk management decision, and it took place in Delhi, NCR. A company completed background verification for a candidate but did not properly analyze the final risk. Reports showed minor discrepancies, but HR ignored them and hired the candidate in the process. After joining, the employee was involved in misconduct and policy violations. Later reviews showed that earlier red flags were not properly detected. Results: operational issues and internal disruptions, to name a few. So the lesson learned is risk management is not optional. It is mandatory and compulsory before any hiring process. Even small red flags should be analyzed properly. Now, moving on to the next main sub-part, which is vendor data destruction. What is vendor data destruction? Well, it's the secret and permanent deletion of candidate and client data by a third-party vendor after the verification process is completed and done properly. In BGV process, vendors handle highly sensitive information such as identity, employment, address, and educational details, and even financial data. Once the work is finished, this data must be stored, reused, or shared without proper authorization. Why is it important? It protects sensitive candidate and client data, prevents data misuse or unauthorized sharing, ensures compliance with data protection, and builds trust between companies and vendors. Vendor data destruction process identify data that is no longer required and is valid, delete digital records from systems and servers, and remove backup copies and stored files. Also, destroy physical documents securely and confirm complete data removal once everything is clear. Now, the key checks: data is permanently deleted, no duplicate or backup really exists, access is restricted to only certain authorized members, proper approval and documentation has to be maintained. Now, what are the risks that can happen without data destruction? Data leakage and misuse, identity theft, fraud, legal penalties and compliance issues, as well as loss of company reputation. Now, moving on, we will now look at a real case study for all of you to understand in a better and a comprehensive way. Data misuse by vendor. It happened in Noida, India. A BGV vendor completed verification but did not delete candidate data. Later, the same data was reused to another client without permission. Result: legal risk and trust loss. The lesson: vendor must delete data after use. Proper data destruction and audit trail are essential for security and compliance. What are the best practices to avoid such problems? Follow strict data retention policy at all times. Take the approval before deletion. Maintain audit trail and records, and use secure deletion tools. And finally, please train your vendors on data privacy rules. If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted, and reliable. It improves the hiring quality, it reduces business risks, ensures legal compliance, protects company reputation, and builds a trusted team. BGV helps you stay legally compliant and always ready for your business. What you will get in our BGV 360-degree mastery learning course: very important 20 hours recorded video course, the printed 360-degree book, which is a self-help manual explained in very simple step-by-step English or Hindi, certification support, 3 months of live classes from BGV experts, real-life industry examples based on case study approach, practical HR and verification workflow, fraud awareness and risk management knowledge, and the most important part of this program is it is available in a bilingual mode, either English or Hindi. What you will learn from this course In a nutshell, you will learn how to verify employees, document and identity verification, hiring risk control, fraud detection, legal compliance knowledge, AI-based verification systems, and business protection and risk management. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away.